Same thing happened with Nagarjuna sir as well, and Bachchan sir as well. I am the biggest Ranbir Alia fan, biggest. So it is an opportunity for me. Have you heard Ayan speak?
Yeah.
What do you think? So I was petrified. So I was going to everyone and say, please don't expect too much. And that garb and the costume and everything. And I was like,
hello everyone, this is Aina and I am with someone who has done so much justice to her character with full junoon. Joining me in a conversation is none other than Mouni Roy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I saw the film I think 2 days back, and I personally also loved you in the film and in the character.
Thank you so much.
I had to say this. I want to start off by knowing and asking you that you've made such a mark in the TV industry all these years, and you've also done films, but you're finally getting your due in Bollywood now. Was it difficult to kind of make a mark in Bollywood as well after everything that you received?
Yes, most definitely. But I also am a firm believer of of the saying, good things take time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not. It doesn't come easy to some of us, Yeah. And but I've never shied away from hard work, and I always feel like there's no shortcut to hard work. So you keep working, and your work begets more work. So yeah, so finally I guess, I don't know the whole reaction, but so far whatever reviews that I have received, whatever love that has been pouring in, it's quite overwhelming from Brahmastra.
So, because you said overwhelming, one of the most important scenes, and you're the only character who got to share screen space with Shah Rukh Khan. How was that experience? You guys, the scene starts off with you and Shah Rukh sir.
Yeah.
How overwhelming was that?
Okay, so we shot it actually 2.5, 3 years into the shooting the film. We shot the climax the first. But what can I say? Magical. One word, if I have to use a word about the experience of shooting with Shah Rukh sir, it was really, really, I got to learn so much from him.
Yeah.
And he is just the most endearing, most spontaneous actor. But what a wonderful, charming, intelligent, I can go on using adjectives, person, and so witty, so eloquent. It was just such an honor just being on the same set as him. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
I was just narrating this story a while back. Usually, because I come from television and we're used to memorizing a lot of lines, and the day I knew that that was the first day I was going to shoot with him, some ADs came to the room and said, please be well prepared, and memorize all your lines. I said, yeah, it's under control. I've gone on set and fumbled on the first word.
Oh my God!
Because I was just having such an out-of-body experience, and I'm like, I am really shooting with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Literally standing next to him and shooting with him. But the same thing happened with Nagarjuna sir as well, and Bachchan sir as well. So in one movie, I have just kind of experienced all these unreal experiences for me, but I'm really grateful.
What was their reaction when you were
I wouldn't know, you have to ask them. At that point of time, I was zoning, I think, in my own mind. But, Ayan was obviously there, and he obviously kind of helped me out and said, calm down and take your time and do your scene. And they were also really, really nice and kind about it. So
it can get too much when you have such big names and such.
Yeah, especially if you're shooting with them for the first time,
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%. And you've said this in your previous interviews that you got a call from Mukesh Chabra saying this was a special appearance, but then Junoon turned out to be someone so crucial in the film. How did that arc take place?
That you have to ask Ayan. But what I understand is that probably they needed that in the story, and wherever the script would take them, my character kind of also went with the flow, and so it became what it became in the end.
So did you have your inputs? Did you incorporate them, or it was completely Ayan's vision?
Sometimes, but it is completely Ayan's vision. So no, actually no, I can't take any credit for it, to be very honest. It was all Ayan's vision. It was all he was very clear that the heart of this character was very, very Indian, and he derived kind of the sense of Junoon from Ma Kali. That was the kind of image that was in his head, and which kind of helped me to play this character or embody this character. So yeah.
So that was your
completely-
reference when
that
you
was
were...
kind of my reference, and on set he would keep reminding me every single day that this she's connected to Brahmadev like how Mouni is connected to Shivji. So
Right.
please keep that in mind. So it is very inwardly, and it's completely like within. That all these things you may be channelizing from outside, but you need to maintain that sense of calm and peace.
Before the film, I'm sure, because it's one of the biggest films India has ever had, there might be so much of nervousness and jitters that you would feel. And
I was numb.
Yeah, you were numb.
I was really numb. I don't know, because I was numb and I was nervous, but I also have, like, I've always believed in Brahmastra. I really felt like, because as an audience, when I watched it for the first time on edits and bits and pieces while dubbing, I really liked it. Like, as an audience, I really liked it. So I thought that maybe, going by that, people are also going to like watching it, and it is a spectacle. Like, everybody should, whether you like it or not, you have to go to the theatre and experience it once, because this is the first time, a young director like Ayan, only in his third film, is actually attempting something like that. So you need to give that chance to this film, which has taken so much time and so much of hard work and sweat and blood and everything has gone into making this movie. So.
I actually met Ayan during the preview of the trailer, and he showed us this clip where he's gone to the hills and researched and had his own taken these 10 years very seriously and dedicated his
6 years.
life.
10 years back, I think he just like
thought of it.
Yeah.
But basically the whole process from where the seed started to where it's reached now, how did it sound on paper and when he narrated it to you? Was it as king size as we saw
Have you heard Ayan speak?
Yeah.
What do you think? It sounded just like how the movie is. Like, we were all mesmerized. There's another story to it. So when Mukesh sir had called me and said, go meet Ayan, he had, that day I was shooting and he was very busy. So Mukesh sir said he only has 10 minutes, please go meet him. We ended up talking for 3.5 hours. So that's how long the conversation was about, and that's how taken in I was in those hours to his vision, to his story. And I genuinely believe that if anybody could create the world of Brahmastra, it was Ayan. And it has not been, the story has not been taken from anywhere. It is not like...
It's completely his vision.
Completely new,
Yeah. And what was your reaction the first time, the first day when you started seeing the reviews and the adulation that was coming your way? How did you feel?
I was very happy. I did not believe it at all. I'm like, okay, at some point somebody is going to say something bad. And then my friends, I had to take my, so we booked a theatre and all my friends, and 60 of us went. And they're my biggest critics. They just they've come to me and they've said, please don't embarrass us. What did you do? What did you do that for? And things like that. So I was petrified. So I was going to everyone and said, please don't expect too much. And that garb and the costume and everything. And I was like, somebody's going to say something. When I saw them being very proud and happy and not having one single negative remark, that is when I think I just started crying, and I was just so grateful that I even got an opportunity to be a part of this film.
The reviews were such that your character and your role has literally overshadowed even the main characters and the bigger names. Was that also very overwhelming for you?
I am the biggest Ranbir Alia fan. Biggest. So it is an opportunity for me. It was an absolute pleasure. It was so much fun working with the two of them. And no, I could not even imagine of a thought like that, to be very honest. And I just genuinely feel that both of them are fire on screen and great, humble, kind, nice human beings on set. They are so dedicated that they wouldn't leave the set. They would just be present on the set for all the rehearsals, for all the markings, for all the lightings. So too, when I have seen them like that, and the kind of work that both of them have done in the film, I feel like they are magic together. So you're asking the wrong person.
But talking about Ranbir Alia, and because they kind of started off on this film, and this project is the reason they are going to have a baby today. I want to know, as a third person, did you witness their off-screen chemistry? What did you see?
They were always very cute. Like I said, both of them together are magic, off-screen or on-screen.
You know, you had also said this before the release of the film, that you don't really look at box office numbers and stuff like that. But after the numbers that it's done,
I've been receiving it. I've been just receiving the collection numbers every single day.
It's hard to unsee it.
My heart does a happy dance.
What do you have to say? Are you now getting into box office even more? Is it like that you've tasted it now? So it feels better to kind of touch 100 crore film in 3 days, having the biggest opening. I
am not really, you know, I'm very new to all of this still, even though I've been in the industry for the last 16 years, I'm very new to all of this. So no, I don't really, again. So I truly believe that, you know, as actors, we can only give 100% to the movie, shoot, do our parts well, and then there's nothing in our hand. So sometimes this will happen and sometimes it won't. So you can't, there's a saying called na samman ka moh na apman ka bhay. So I strictly believe that. So when it does, be happy, but like don't lose your mind. When it doesn't happen, even then, you don't be so sad that you're depressed.
You know, now I'm talking to Mouni, who has just starred in Brahmastra. Now when you think back of the Mouni who started in Kyunki, Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, how do you see your journey? What do you tell yourself? How do you reflect at everything that you've done in the industry?
I am really happy that I have grown as a person, grown as an actor. I have learned so much. It has been a complete roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
But I think I'm still the same girl, still the same small town. I still have the same heart. I still have the same friends. I still, family's family, of course.
Yeah.
I have realized one thing, that life is full of surprises. You need to be present and you need to be open to kind of welcome all the goods and the bads and the ugly and make your life a happy and beautiful one.
And you know, you were the one who actually started the legacy of Naagin. You know, now we're seeing the legacy being taken ahead with Tejasswi Prakash. What do you have to say? Do you see that work? Do you watch the serial yet?
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it. But she's a very bright girl and a very pretty girl, and I meet her socially. She's very sweet.
Yeah. And also, there's some speculation that you might be doing a film with Akshay sir once again. So
really? I have not heard it. I have no clue.
We've heard.
Please ask him to take me in a film with him.
Definitely. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Mouni Roy. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla.